Yeah, man, my live is tripping like a motherfucker right now. I don't know what's going on, none of that, but my shit was tripping. So I had to do a part two to this motherfucker because my shit was tripping. It wouldn't reconnect, none of that. So, but where I left off at was I was trying to play this Nick Wright clip, where Nick Wright is somebody that I always disagree with. Y'all know this nigga is a LeBron James dick sucker. Um, but he said some shit in this Draymond Green situation, Jordan Poole situation that I agree with. So I wanted to just play that and just, you know, first of all, let me see if it'll play.
Heard from the Warriors. We had it in. I saw he dropped a pod today, but Warriors, Poole and Draymond are very, very close to each other.
Here we go.
As far as value, productivity, all of those things. Draymond has some obvious intangible value and a huge history there. But here's the other thing I'd like to say about this, Wilds. Draymond Green, where you at, man? I saw he dropped a pod today, but it's the one you recorded with Patrick Beverly a few days ago. Where's the tweet? Where's the video? Where's the statement? Where's the new media accountability for the fact Steph's had to talk about this? Bob Myers had to talk about this. Steve Kerr's had to talk about this. You're never far from a microphone if you got someone else's screw up or someone else to go after. The whole world has seen you punch Jordan Poole in the face. And you can't thumb out a tweet? Can't pop on? Listen, I know the guy that produces your podcast. Jackson is available. He'll throw a mic on. Where you at, buddy? Like, that's part of it. No. That's part of it.
This is why the suspension needs to be substantial. Like I say, I think 2 weeks. Listen to first year.
Now, for me, I even though it's Nick Wright saying it, I agree with what he said on that. You know what I mean? Like, I still fuck with Draymond. I don't judge no nigga. Like, because, and it's the reason why I feel like it's an overreaction, because like I said, I'm gonna just keep saying it. This shit happens in a competitive atmosphere. When shit get competitive and it's shit on the line, and really it ain't even got to be about shit on the line. When men get into a competitive environment and one don't want to get one up by the other one, these things happen. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. That don't make it cool what he did. You know what I'm saying? But it's a part of the reason why I feel like it's an overreaction, because these things do happen. Now, with that being said, basically what Nick Wright is saying is like, bro, you out here going at niggas left and right all the time, man, talking about new media this, new media that. You know what I'm saying? You calling motherfuckers out when they do some shit, and when it's time for them to be accountable. But you always got you always tweeting or posting something. You know what I mean? You always got something to say about somebody. That's what I'm saying. You's a shit talker. But all of a sudden, now I will say, this clip right here, this was Friday. You know what I'm saying? So this was before Draymond came out and spoke on Saturday. Draymond came out and spoke on Saturday. So before Dre came out and spoke, this take right here was, and a lot of people agree with, because a lot of people don't fuck with Nick like that, because he always he's just a LeBron James nut hugger, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just he done built a motherfucking swing set on LeBron James nuts. And a lot of motherfuckers, we don't like that type of shit when you just nut hugging a nigga all the time. You know what I'm saying? Men don't like that type of shit. But with this one, he got a point. Like, it's a comment right here. It says, Nick's got a point. Draymond is quick to call other people out, but it's quiet when it comes to himself. Now, like I said, he did come out and address this on Saturday. But we found out about this on Wednesday. The video came out Thursday. And then this show was Friday. But that's that, Now at the same time, you know what I mean? Cause I see shit from both sides. I mean, that is true, but at the same time, I don't got to come out and say nothing because you want me to say something, motherfucker. You know what I mean? So fuck you. I don't give a fuck if I talk shit about other motherfuckers. I don't want to say a motherfucking thing if I don't want to, bitch. And that's just the way it is. But for the sake of, you know, just being a decent man and somebody that, you know, that you don't, if you don't want to be looked at as being a hypocrite, I mean, yeah, brother, where you at? Now, like I said, he did come out and say something, but it was true what he said. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, new media. Let me go back over that.
Draymond, where's the new media? Draymond Green, where you at, man? I saw you dropped a pod today, but it's the one you recorded Patrick Beverly a few days ago. Where's the tweet? Where's the video?
Yeah, because the day that the video came out is the day that he did release a podcast that day, but it wasn't, you know. Now, understandably, that the podcast episode of the Draymond Green show where his guest was Pat Beverly. Now, granted, it was probably already scheduled to come out that day anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that, but it's just the optics of it, the looks of it. You know what I mean? It's like, man, you got all this, you got this other shit going on, but you want to release a podcast about Patrick Beverly? Nah, you do instant reaction all the time to other shit. During the finals, this nigga got ejected from game 1 and round 2 against the motherfucking Memphis Grizzlies. I'm talking about, nigga, damn near while the game was still going on. You know what I'm saying? This nigga had already had a podcast uploaded and shit. So he known for doing some instant reactions. You know what I'm saying? So this is what niggas want to hear about. Why the fuck you snuffed this nigga in his motherfucking face? Nigga don't give a fuck about that Patrick Beverly shit. We give a fuck about the Patrick Beverly shit, but not while you got some shit where there's this video out of you cold cocking your damn teammate.
Where's the statement? Where's the new media accountability for the fact Steph's had to talk about this, Bud Myers had to talk about this, Steve Kerr's had to talk about this. You're never far from a microphone.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Draymond is never not hard to find. He's never far away from a microphone, and he always got an opinion on everybody else's situation but his. So this is what comes with being the type of personality that Draymond is, being the type of talker that he is. When you do some shit, you better be upfront and ready to stand on it, just like you be ready to tell other motherfuckers to stand on it. I mean, it just is what it is.
If you got someone else's screw up or someone else to go after. The whole world has seen you punch Jordan Poole in the face. And you can't thumb out a tweet, can't pop on. Listen, I know the guy that produces your podcast. Jackson is available.
So yeah, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. Now, you know, with Jordan Poole, like I said, you know, he didn't get punked or nothing like that. He got caught off guard. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody that's saying, you know, there's a lot of fake tough guys out here that's acting like, oh, if that happened to me, I'm fighting every time I see you till I beat your ass, or till I'm tired of fighting you, or it's on site every time. Like, okay, for one, you niggas is lying. Okay, you niggas have been punched, slapped, socked in the face by a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And ain't did a motherfucking thing. So stop the capping, man. You know what I'm saying? But for two, let's take it let's put ourselves in these men's shoes as NBA players. It's the reason why this is a fucked up situation, because they on the same team. This is a business, okay? And this is big business. $1 million, $billion business, okay? So that whole approach of, oh, nigga, it's on site, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see this nigga, bro, that cannot happen. That can't happen on a professional team, bro. It just, that's not only can it not happen, it will not happen. You know what I'm saying? The franchise wouldn't allow it. You can't have that. That's fucking, you know, street shit, street politics. You can't bring that type of street atmosphere and that type of street element into business. So that's not even realistic what you dumbass niggas is saying. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I understand what you dumbass niggas is saying, because you looking at it from a human standpoint. If that happened to you, you know, I understand that, because sometimes that's the only way you can really look at it. You know what I'm saying? But you only putting yourself in their shoes from a street fight standpoint. You not putting yourself in their shoes from the aftermath standpoint. The Jordan Poole cannot walk into the facility every day and see Draymond Green and snuff this nigga, or just be like, nigga, it's on there, nigga, what's up, nigga, what's up? That cannot happen. There's no way that the team, that the franchise can be able to will be able to succeed and move forward with that type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? So somebody would have to go. You know what I mean? And nobody's going nowhere this year unless they choose to trade either one of them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see that happening. So, but that is the fucked up thing about this situation, is that Draymond, by acting out like this, it puts everybody in a fucked up situation. You know what I mean? So, you know, now Jordan Poole gotta be professional about this. You know what I'm saying? Because this is one thing I will say. I know for a fact, it's no doubt in my mind, I know for a fact Draymond wish he could take this back. He is truly apologetic about this. This might be the one that gets him to finally kind of tone back the antics a little bit. But at the same time, you don't want him to tone it back too much, because then he ain't going to be him. He's not going to be what makes him on the court. You know what I'm saying? But he just got to control his temper and his aggression and his you know what I mean? And just because now this is another thing too. This is another thing what I think Draymond don't understand what he just did by doing this. Now he may not, because he may not, that leash that he got with the refs and being able to just get all up in their face and just, you know, verbally assault them niggas, you know what I mean? With every call that he disagree with, that rope is probably gone now after this shit. You know what I mean? Because they're like, check this out, bruh. Nah, what you not gonna do, you know what I'm saying, is walk all up on me after this video you snuff. Nah. Get the, nigga, they probably gonna eject this nigga. You know what I'm saying? First word, that nigga look at a ref wrong, his ass is gone. You know what I mean? This is what he did by doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfucker ain't gonna allow you to just okay. Because now it just opens up everybody's eyes to everything else that happened in the past. Like I said, ain't been too much happen that's not like, you know what I mean? But I'm saying all of the antics on the court and just the going at the refs so hard and just the you know what I mean? Because I've been said, you know what I mean? I told this to a few niggas, even my neighbor and all this shit, man. I said, hey, I love Draymond Green, but if I'm a referee, I'm not taking that shit. I'm not taking it at all. This nigga will be ejected every fucking game that I ref the Golden State Warriors fucking with me. They would have to fire me from the league. You not gonna do to me as a ref what Draymond Green be doing to them refs. I'm not gonna be able to take that. You getting all in my face, running up on me, damn near nose to nose. And it's just like what he did with Jordan Poole, and it's just like, yeah, that gotta be checked, brother. That's why Jordan Poole was like, bro, get the fuck up, like what, like, bro, you out of control, my nigga. And then you fire on me? Oh yeah, you totally out of control. So, I mean, Jordan Poole is listen, Jordan Poole gonna be professional. Their relationship might not be copacetic at first, at the beginning, once Draymond come back and start playing with the team. You know what I'm saying? You can still play with a nigga and still you know, coexist on the court. You know what I mean? In games. You know what I mean? It's just, you can do that. Like, these is professionals. But the relationship part of it, you know what I'm saying, is what's gonna be that dynamic is what's gonna be it's gonna be a little weird, bro. Straight the fuck up, because it's like you know, when a team is doing certain shit and you know it's and you know it's a group of players that's, you know, that's huddled up, not that they huddled up against any other group of players, but just that, you know, you might have everybody in the locker room and you got 3 or 4 players over here talking about something, laughing it up, and then a few other players come up. So then when Draymond come over there, then and Jordan Poole is right there, it's like them feelings is still there. Like, okay, yeah, well, what we laughing and joking about is funny, but my nigga, I'm not feeling you at all, my nigga, after what the fuck you did. So yeah, man, it's a tough one, bro. It's a tough one, but I know for a fact Jordan Poole gonna be professional. He's gonna be a professional about it. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be a professional about it, and he's going to, you know what I mean? He's gonna do what he got to do on the court. That's not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? And so. But again, at the end of the day, for me, this is still an overreaction. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I'm hearing motherfuckers talk about, well, Draymond Green might have cost himself the TNT job. How? And why? Okay, 2 of the niggas that they got sitting up there, Charles Barkley and Shaq O'Neal, it is on camera multiple times in games, throwing punches, swinging at niggas, and fighting and all that type of shit. And I don't want to hear no shit talking about because well, that's how it was back then. Nah, it's the same thing, bro. It's all in the heat of it's all in the heat of competition. You know what I'm saying? So how did that cost Draymond Green his job at TNT? You know what I'm saying? This should have nothing to do with that. Like he didn't commit no crime. I know motherfuckers say, and that's another thing. I know it's like, well, he assaulted him. That's another thing. You niggas talking about assault, and Jordan Poole should file assault charges and this and that and blah. Man, that'd be the most bitching shit to do ever, my nigga. Like straight up, you know what I mean? And I know motherfucker hear me say that. So how could you say that? And he just, bro, they wasn't on the streets, bro. These is teammates. These is millionaire teammates. I know Jordan Poole ain't got his full bag yet, but he's a millionaire, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a multi-millionaire after he get this bag. You know what I'm saying? These are teammates, bro. At practice, you know what I'm saying? You know, having banter back and forth. It got a little heated. It went up. Somebody went overboard, and that's what happened. This ain't no somebody need to go to jail and he assaulted him. I heard a nigga say he Draymond Green ambushed him. Now, what I do feel like Draymond Green was trying to do is somewhat like bully him, but Jordan Poole ain't being bullied, bro. I know niggas look at him and they see the pretty boy R&B singer kind of vibe, you know what I mean, going on. But you can ask the motherfuckers throughout the league. I've heard many stories about Jordan Poole and just how much he talked on the court. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so this is the thing. See, and this is the thing about Draymond. It's how you gotta. It's how you know it's his ego and all that shit that got to him, because you do all that dishing out. You know what I mean? But then you kind of found your match, and it's a nigga that's on your team. As far as like Jordan Poole is a confident motherfucker from everything that I hear, and he be talking that shit, and he gonna let you know about it. You know what I'm saying? So what this sound like to me is a motherfucker, Draymond Green, who kinda see himself in Jordan Poole personality wise. You know how they say, you know, sometimes you know, motherfucker that's the same motherfucker that's the same shit can, you know, collide or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's what happened. Like Draymond Green is talking to Jordan Poole in a way to where he feel like Jordan Poole is supposed to respect him in a way to where it's like, hold on, my nigga, you ain't supposed to be talking to me like that. You know what I mean? I'm Draymond Green. I've been here. I've been doing this. You know what I mean? I've been winning these championships. We laid this foundation down to, and it's like, I feel like Draymond wears that type of shit on his sleeve, and that's cool, but maybe a little bit too much. It's like to the point to where like he's trying to it's like, bro, Draymond, we know, like everybody knows your contribution to this dynasty, bro. Everybody. Like you don't have to pump your chest out about it, even to your own teammate. That's kind of like, that's what he did to KD. Like I said, I was with him on the KD shit, but I'm saying at the same time, that is what he did. You know what I mean? Like he told that nigga, like, we won before you, bitch. The fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like we helped you, nigga. Yeah, you helping us continue to win, but I mean, we did win before you and without you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, and you ain't won a damn thing without us. So, but that's still what he was wearing it on his shit, like he was, you know what I mean? He was poking his chest out with it. And it's like, you don't gotta do that to your teammates. It's you know what I mean? And what a motherfucker would say is that might be somewhat of an insecurity in a way. I don't think he's insecure as far as like, I don't think he's insecure, but I mean, when you behave in this manner, you can't fault the nigga for kind of like thinking something like that, because, you know, Now this is all came out to be false, but you know they you know the initial reports was, you know, Jordan Poole came into training camp and he was feeling himself and he was cocky. Like, bro, he been cocky. You know what I'm saying? Damian Lillard got a story about, you know what I mean, where he's trying to like Jordan Poole talking to him. He like, nigga, what are you talking about, bro? Shut up, you ain't never did nothing. But as he's come along now, he's getting that respect. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a story that Damian Lillard told. But Jordan Poole, the stories was he had, you know, he came into training camp this year feeling himself, you know, off the championship, cocky, and you know what I mean, you know, that type of vibe. But from Steve Kerr to Steph Curry and even Draymond Green, you know, came out and said that's the furthest from the truth. Steph Curry said he's been a model citizen. Andre Iguodala came out and tweeted that like what, like it ain't, and I already knew it ain't got nothing to do with that. And the same thing with the money. Like they're trying to say, oh, Draymond is because, you know, Jordan Poole finna get the bag, and you know, Draymond is hating on that, and because you know he finna make more money than him, you know what I mean, and all this whole other shit. I always knew that shit wasn't true, bro. I always knew that never ain't had nothing to do with it. Like these players ain't hating on. They want each other to get. That's the one thing about it. They want each other to get paid, bro. Yeah. Let's take all these white people money, man. Straight the fuck up, man. No disrespect like that to white people. I'm just saying, like that's let's get all this. Let's get all these millions that we can. You know what I'm saying? So and Draymond came and said that. I didn't need for Draymond to come out and say, because to say that was false, to even know that. Because if that's the case, then that means Draymond is the most capping, fake motherfucker you could ever be. Because he one of these old player empowerment ass niggas. So is player empowerment with everybody except for the young niggas on your team? So yeah, now you know that he would have to have that mean that's the attitude that he would have, and I know he ain't got that type of. And he came out and said that I don't count the next man pockets. I don't count the next man money. Like what the next man earned is what he earned. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not so I already knew that was fake and that was false. That ain't had nothing to do with it. What happened, and that's why I'm saying this is an overreaction. This ain't got nothing to do with none of that, okay? What happened was them two niggas was going at it, talking shit to each other. Draymond feels like he's up here, and even though Poole, you arriving, my nigga, I've been here. So, you know what I mean? I can talk to you a certain way, but you can't talk to me a certain way. And Poole like, well, nah, my nigga, you can't talk to me a certain way. Yeah, I know I'm a young nigga, and I just, y'all niggas has been champions before me and before I got here and all that, but I got drafted here too, my nigga, and I'm contributing to this motherfucker right now too, and this is the next wave, and it is what it is. That type. So Poole just wasn't backing down, and Draymond felt like, oh, you ain't backing down, nigga. Well, nigga, I'm finna vice up on you, and he just snapped and went overboard, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more, nothing less. That's all it was. And it just so happened that obviously it was caught on videotape and the video got out. But that's all it was. Emotions got extremely high, and Draymond took it to a place to where it shouldn't have been taken to, which I've seen personally happen myself many a times, whether it's just been niggas just capping on each other, shit talking, and somebody get their feelings hurt and get mad and want to turn up, or whether it's in a sports, atmosphere, whether it's football or basketball, the niggas is competitive and just, you know what I mean, talking shit and going back and forth or whatever, and it just get heated and it just go up. But motherfucker don't want to see each other. Motherfucker ain't trying to kill the next man or whatever. It just tensions get high. You know what I'm saying? Tensions get high between men in competitive environments, and sometimes these things happen. That's all that happened, bro. Now it's just all about Jordan Poole and how he gonna, like I said, I know he gonna be a professional about it and ball out and do his thing, but man, we need the whole team to be gelling off the court as well. Not like you ain't gotta hang out with a nigga and all that, but we need the vibes to be and the energy to be up, you know what I mean? And the energy to be good, you know what I mean? And not for it to be so robotic and so, yeah, I'm just here to do my job and this and that because this nigga just snuffed me in my face. So fuck this nigga. I ain't really fucking with that nigga like that, you know what I mean? Because I want to slap this nigga back in this motherfucking face, but I know I can't do that. I mean, I can do that if that's what the fuck I want to do, but that's not going to help the situation, you know what I'm saying, at all. So... So, but that's all that happened. Jordan Poole, he may look like an R&B singer, but he ain't no damn R&B singer. You know what I'm saying? He competitive. You know what I mean? He a hooper. So, yeah. But yeah, it is. Draymond Green was wrong for what he done. You know what I'm saying? He's absolutely wrong for what he done. You don't go at your little nigga like that, at the young nigga like that. And even when I say little nigga, young nigga, that's kind of like what I said earlier. That's kind of like victimizing him. But he is the young nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to victimize him. I'm just trying to put it in perspective of what it is and what it was and what happened. You know what I'm saying? But, he was wrong for what he did. But everything that I've heard, over the weekend since this video came out, this is an overreaction. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is going way overboard. You know what I mean?
Who's right to have some sympathy for him, for people, because everybody was coming down. Oh man, I can't believe you did that. But when he starts out, what day was it? Wednesday or Thursday? I'm like, oh my goodness, that's just me.
I mean, to me,
that's already off to a horrible start. What do you mean? What day was it?
I'm not gonna hold it against him for what he did on Saturday, but I'm also not gonna praise him for it.
What about the concert going? Was that a bad look? Go put the video out.
It was a bad look, but you gotta understand, like, there's still a part of him that DGAF. And the reason he can DGAF is because he's got $100 million. And every time Draymond Green in his basketball career has gotten physical or has done something like that, for the most part, he's not penalized.
And there
in fact,
you go.
He's rewarded because he's the heart and soul. He's the tough guy. He's the enforcer. He's all that, and we love him because we have 4 titles with him, and that's just who he is. And you got to put up with it. Well, he crossed the line again, and this time he crossed the line further than he ever has in the past. And also, oh, by the way, he's not as good as he used to be. And he's getting hurt more and more.
And you hit the future, if you want to call Jordan Poole that, because Coach Kerr did yesterday after the games, Donnie. Did you find that not odd, but did that get your attention?
It's
for many, many, many years.
It's just more ammunition where I believe the organization's sick of him. The organization may be too strong and too broad. I think Steve Kerr's sick of Draymond Green. I think Steph Curry's like, you gotta be kidding me.
Listen.
Again, Dre?
Listen, I'll say this. He's on thin ice. He's on thin ice. You know what I'm saying? But he can make it right by going forward. Not no talking, not no this and that. Hey, that aggression right there, and that because I'm seeing motherfuckers now. Because motherfuckers, man, it was some. He meant to hurt him with that punch. That ain't. You don't. I would never hit my man. Listen, bro. True indeed. I agree with all that. You know what I mean? It was something behind that punch, or he what is it? You never hit hit one of your niggas like that or swing on one of your niggas like that. But again, I think when we talking about Draymond, I believe that it was just a moment where he blacked out. You know what I mean? Because when you say that, they saying when you say that, then you trying to say like he got some type of hate in his heart for Jordan Poole, and that's what was behind that punch. I don't believe he does have hate in his heart for Jordan Poole. I don't. I believe he's very Draymond Green is very prideful and very much of egomaniac, and he felt that Jordan Poole was testing his manhood, so to speak, when he wasn't. He was just, all Jordan Poole was doing was not backing down. But by not backing down to Draymond took that as his manhood was being tested because you not backing down. Because he's done this to, he's done this to Wiseman before. And Wiseman kind of like, I'm not going to say he cowers or whatever, but Wiseman is a different, Wiseman ain't, he don't got the shit talking gene or the, you know what I mean? I don't believe that Wiseman is gonna let anybody just run over him. You know what I mean? But as a young player, when he was a rookie, and the way Draymond was kind of like talking to him, kind of as a rookie, you kind of just feel like, okay, I gotta accept this because I'm a rookie, kind of, so to speak. But as Wiseman's career was to go on and get it to his, with his third year, get it to third or fourth year, nah, he ain't finna just be. He's still probably a little more passive than like somebody like Jordan Poole who gonna bark back at you. But I don't see Wiseman as somebody that's just gonna let somebody just berate him and just talk to him any type of way. You know what I'm saying? I just think out of respect for Draymond, he kind of just accepted, accepted it, his rookie year, just because, like I said, out of respect.
I wouldn't assume he won't be.
But yeah, Draymond is on thin ice, and I know that because, and they're referring to, Steve Kerr yesterday in the press conference, or Saturday in his press conference. They asked him, basically, is he getting to a point where, you guys are kind of growing tired of Draymond Green's act, and it's basically becoming old news now. And he basically, he said, no comment. No comment. We know what that means. That means, listen, yeah, this shit is getting old and I'm tired of it. But obviously, I'm not going to say that to y'all and give y'all a soundbite. So I'll just say no comment. You know what I'm saying? And that says a lot. Because and I know Steve Kerr still loves Draymond. I know it. But this is like family shit. Like when you over and over and over telling your kid over and over, listen, you can't do this. You can't behave in this manner. And they continue to just, you know what I mean? Like, it gets to a point to where you kind of willing to, throw your hands up. Not that you're going to give up on your kid. You're never going to give up on your kid. You know what I'm saying? But maybe a method, whatever method that you would have normally took in trying to right the wrong or fix this matter or make your kid do whatever he or she is supposed to do, you kind of get to a point to where you like, hey, okay, this what you want to do? All right. keep on at it. Keep up at it. You're gonna be up out of here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna send your ass off to motherfucking boarding school or something. You know what I'm saying? And see how you like it there. Cause you got it easy like a motherfucker here. You feel me? You know, Draymond, I'll send your motherfucking we'll send your motherfucking ass to Orlando Magic or some shit. You know what I mean? And you can take these type of antics to that culture. So that's basically where Steve Kerr is at with it. And I understand that. I understand it. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about visibly upset. And just like I said, you know what I mean? Like I said in part one, just the fact that motherfucker gotta even talk about this and address this. You know what I mean? It didn't even have to go to this. If you would have just kept your ego in check, it didn't even have to go here.
Let's go to Larry. Larry's in San Francisco. What's up, Larry? How you doing, man?
What's going on with y'all? I've been listening to this conversation. I was calling to comment on the one caller saying the NBA should be involved, and I was like, probably not, because fights happen on teams. Now, whether we see it or not, it happens. And then as I started to listen to you all more and more, a couple of things came to mind. One, in the hood, when you get pushed like that, you should get into your fight stance. I'm on the Damian Lillard quotes in the paper where you got to expect something to come back. He's not going to just push this man and Draymond's going to go, oh, well, he pushed me. That is not realistic. Now, does it warrant that punch?
No. It don't warrant that punch.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Does it warrant Poole taking a more defensive posture?
Right.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the rules of the hood for sure.
Right.
There's no doubt. Now, so standing there as if Draymond.
This man is 100% factual about everything he's saying. The only thing where it kind of sways to Poole's side a little bit is because, like I said, yeah, when you push somebody and get it, even if they walking up in your face, so it's up. Right there is up. They in your region. Okay. So when you push them back like that, you know what I mean? You have to expect some type of like pushback. I don't mean literal push. Yeah, maybe a literal pushback, but I mean pushback as far as a pushback, or you know what I mean? You push me, I'm pushing you, because that's usually what it is. That's usually what, you know what I mean? But sometimes a push is sometimes a motherfucker already want to take off on you. You know what I'm saying? And they know they'd be wrong if they just take off. You know what I mean? So they kind of waiting for you to kind of like nudge them a little bit so they could take off. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what that situation was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it you know.
Draymond like that. Jordan Poole makes some kind of effort like the caller's talking about. I bet. Okay, and Draymond does the exact same thing. Poole was more ready for it, but the punch was still so strong, it went right through his hands that were up and hit him in the face anyway. Okay, so Jordan Poole, like, that's irrelevant to me. Well, Jordan Poole is stuff. Jordan Poole should have had his hands up. Okay, let's say he had his hands up and Draymond still just went through his hands.
Ready for that work of that smoke, Steiny. That's totally different to me. I wouldn't be on Dre's neck because Jordan accepted the challenge and was ready and in position. Just like that video when he pushed him away, he didn't look his way because he thought there's no way in hell I'm about to catch one.
Right.
So when you give me that example, I disagree, Steiny, in the sense that Jordan Poole was active. He was ready for it. And that, to me, Steiny, that's a fight.
I mean, what I'm saying is, had Jordan Poole made more of an effort to protect himself, forget throw a punch. He wasn't going to throw a punch.
I thought you meant throw a punch.
He pushed him.
Yeah.
And the next thing, like, first of all, if Jordan Poole pushes him and then follows that up with what Draymond did to Poole,
right,
people are going to say Poole was out of line. All Draymond did was come up next to him. So what I'm getting at is when Poole pushes him at that point to get off him, Like, even if Poole sees this guy's a bull in a china shop, like, he's not going to be able to throw a punch. He might get into defensive mode, but even that, like, that doesn't matter. Draymond attacked him. He attacked him whether the guy had his hands up or not. And whether Poole put his hands up because he was fast enough instinctually to read the room that Draymond was out of his mind, like, kind of doesn't matter. Draymond was out of his mind.
Yeah.
Whether Poole had a shot at defending himself, didn't have a shot, was trying to, should have. No, Draymond was out of his mind.
And I'm blown away. Drew Down on YouTube. What does a suspension accomplish? It sends a message to the whole team that ain't cool. That's not our culture. That's not how we get down.
Bro, you think that the team, like, come on, man. Like, nah, bro. Like, a suspension is not going to tell the team that the team already knows that. So that's not, the suspension would be for Draymond. You know what I mean? I understand what he's trying to say, but no. If they suspend Draymond, that ain't like Moses Moody or Jonathan Kuminga go all of a sudden be like, oh, they suspended Draymond. I guess we're not supposed to punch each other in the face. They already know that. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, you act like it's all Draymond's fault.
No, see?
It is.
Not to
Period.
not
End
to
of story.
simplify.
Alvin in Richmond.
Yeah.
What's up, Alvin? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. Hopefully you guys are well. Look, I'm with the previous caller. First of all, you never, ever let anyone walk up on you.
Okay, let me stop you there, Alvin. Let me stop you right there. What should Poole have done? What would have been a better response?
A better response was Poole should have been alert and backed away. However, I do not agree with what Draymond did. Poole is a kid, youngster, and he wasn't realizing what was going on. Where I'm from, when having words with someone, you always keep an eye on them. Draymond should be punished to the utmost. Probably not going to hurt him because he's a millionaire already, a billionaire. However, I would like to see him do that to someone his size, to do that to David West or to Cousins. I noticed in the playoffs with Boston Big, he didn't do that. It looked like they punked him. He only does that with smaller refs and smaller.
That's my issue.
Thanks, Alvin. Appreciate the call. And
that's my issue, man.
So, but here's my question for Alvin, and I'm not saying he's wrong.
Okay, I kind of agree with a little bit of that, but I don't agree with it. Like, I do agree that Draymond, and that's what I was saying with the Wiseman thing. He has he can come off as a bit of a bully to the younger players. You know what I'm saying? Because him and Jordan Poole got into it last year. It wasn't that bad, but they got into it during a game on the bench. During the game that the Warriors were doing very well. They came back from break and they showed Draymond and Jordan Poole. Draymond, being, animated, acting like he, on the sideline, to where they had to kind of like split them up. And they got past it and all that, but they had words before last year. You know what I'm saying? So Draymond. So I agree in a way that it does seem like Draymond does pick and choose. You know what I mean? Who he kind of want to get at. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't agree with the whole thing of, in the playoffs he didn't do this and he got punked by such and such and blah 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 blah. I don't see Draymond get punked by nobody on the court. You know what I'm saying? And like, this is a different situation, bro. Like, it's now you would want to say, okay, I mean, if you're gonna take a punch at a nigga like that, at least take a punch at somebody that's not your teammate. Take a swing at somebody that's not your teammate. You know what I mean? So I agree with it from that standpoint. But the reason why I don't think like something like that would happen in a game is just because like in a game, you know you would be suspended for multiple games for something like that. And you know money is going to be taken away. You know what I mean? You're going to be suspended without pay. In practice, you ain't, them type of shits don't get out. You know what I mean? We wasn't supposed to see that this happened. The fact that it got out, and I don't want to say, that is a big problem. That is a big problem. You know what I'm saying? Because if it didn't get out, then they would have been able to cover it up just a little bit. We still knew what happened, but the fact of seeing it, you know what I'm saying?
Andro400.com.
The fact of seeing it is what makes it kind of like, you know. But yeah, nah, man. This is a situation that obviously is going to be monitored a lot going forward, you know, throughout the season. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe the further and further away we get from it, it's gonna die down. It's like everything else. It's just the talk of the town right now. Okay? It's the talk right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, these motherfuckers talking about, like I said, this is an overreaction. Like I said, the TNT thing, he should not lose his TNT job. They talking about he cost himself $50 million and maybe his next contract or however many million dollars. For one, like this man said, this man is already $100 millionaire. Okay, that's for one. For two, he gonna make $50 million over the next 2 years alone. He making 24 this year and like 25 or 26 or 27 next year. You know what I'm saying? He got an option for that next year. So he ain't hurting for no money, bro. You know what I mean? That's not, you know, that's not what the issue is. You know what I'm saying? The issue is just being able to, you know, just regain the trust of your teammates, being able to, because see, the thing is like Draymond still has to, and it's the reason why he put himself in a fucked up situation and the team in a fucked up situation, because Draymond still got to be able to tell a nigga when they doing something wrong on the court. You know what I mean? He you know, he can't be a nigga that all of a sudden now I can't say nothing to my teammates on the court because, you know what I mean, I don't want a nigga like, hold on, nigga, don't say nothing to me because I don't want you punching me in my face. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Like, he still got to be him, but you just got to know it's a you can't cross a certain line, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, man. It's just one of those things, bro, to where they gonna have to, you know, they gonna have to. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? They'll be all right. You know, it's the talk of the town right now. You know what I'm saying? It will die down. You know, they talking about the punch Jordan Poole now. Jordan Poole ain't gonna be able to say nothing to nobody because as soon as they say something, as soon as he try to say something to you know, to an opponent, they're gonna be like, nigga, you ain't say that to Draymond. Man, that type of shit ain't gonna work, bro. That's not gonna work. If y'all think that type of shit gonna work, you fooling your motherfucking self. That's not gonna work. You some dumb son of bitches if you think it is, okay? Because the reason why that wouldn't work is because if I'm Jordan Poole, and Jordan Poole is already somebody that's known to, you know, be a shit talker. If I'm Jordan Poole, you can't say that to me. For one, I'm a champion. I'm still busting your ass. And for two, you not Draymond. So it don't matter. You can't be like, well, you ain't saying to Draymond. I'd be like, bitch, you ain't Draymond. You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing a motherfucking thing. You ain't gonna punch me in my motherfucking face out here. I bet that. Yeah. So if you ain't gonna do it or you didn't do it, shut the fuck up and get this work I'm giving you out here, bitch. You feel me? That's all you gotta say with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what the next man did. Bitch, if you didn't do it, you can't say shit. Cause now I'm on alert. So now I wish a nigga would try. You feel me? It ain't gonna be no one punch and that's it, because I didn't expect it. I expect everything now. You feel me? And that's the lesson that I believe Jordan Poole learned with this, is that, okay, this is the level that I'm at now. This is where I'm at. This is high stakes. This type of shit happens up here on this level, on any level. But it's kind of like a welcome to the NBA kind of moment. Yeah. So check this out. I gotta go pick up my wife. It might be a part 3 with this. You know what I'm saying? It might be a part 3 with this, because just in case it's something that I missed. You know, my part 1, my live was tripping. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. You know what I mean? And so I had to do this part 2. And then now I just want to make sure I got everything out that I want to talk about. So I may or may not do a part 3, but for sure, yeah, if I'm Jordan Poole, I'm not worried about no other nigga, you know, talking about, oh, well, you didn't do that to Draymond. Man, I don't bitch, you ain't Draymond. I'm finna give you this 30 piece, nigga, and get these threes in your motherfucking eye. You feel me? If you want to do something about it, do something about it. If you ain't gonna do nothing about it, shut the fuck up. Cause you ain't Draymond and you ain't punching me in my motherfucking face, bitch. Yeah. So that type of shit ain't gonna work. That's all he gotta say with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But man, for right now, I think that's it. That's pretty much it. You know? And like I said, I might be back with a part 3 tonight. You feel me? And we'll see what happens with that. I may have to just go back and watch these two parts and see if I covered everything that I wanted to cover. You know what I mean? In this topic. If not, I'll do a part 3. But I'm gone. I might be back. I got to get on right now. That's why I got to end this live, really. So I'll be back if I need to. Snacks on Sports. This is a wild little situation though, but it's an overreaction. Everybody, Draymond shouldn't have did what he did, but niggas is overreacting with everything that they talk about, man. So, yeah, I'll be back with another one.